I have found a good banker. Okay, I know, it seems like it wasn't possible, right? But we got one, all right? His name is James Gorman, and believe it or not, he's the CEO of Morgan Stanley. They are one of the top investment banks in the country. Now, why do I say he's a good banker? Well, first of all, he's apparently the only guy on Wall Street who understands, hey, you know what? We're actually supposed to serve our clients. And it's not just his words. Don't think I just take a banker at his word. It's his actions. He's ended all proprietary trading at Morgan Stanley. Now, proprietary trading sounds fancy. All it is the trading they do for themselves. That's their own gambling. Now, remember, investment banks aren't really built for that. That's not supposed to be their job. Their job is supposed to represent clients, put in trades for them, make markets for them, et cetera, serve the clients. And Morgan Stanley has decided to do something revolutionary on Wall Street this day and age. They're going to actually do that. They're going to serve their clients. And so he's like, end of this, end of the ridiculous bonuses, et cetera, the proprietary trading that has gotten all the other banks in trouble. By the way, Morgan Stanley in 2007 lost $9 billion because of one stupid trader that made one stupid trade. And he's like, look at the crazy risk involved. We're not doing that anymore. This guy came in at 2010 after, the collapse of Morgan Stanley, et cetera, so he didn't have anything to do with the old guard. Now, the second reason that I love him is that he's saying, look, you screw up and we're going to claw back your compensation. That means that if we gave you a bonus and then it turns out your actions led us to losing money later, I'm going to take that money back. And you know what else he's doing? Capping cash payouts at $125,000. Now, on Wall Street, that seems revolutionary. They're like, what do you, $125,000, that's it? For cash bonus? What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, that's the new rules. You don't like it? Oh, look at that. Oh, there's a door. Huh, interesting. But literally, point number 3 as to why I like him, this awesome quote. Quote, if he says you're dissatisfied with the compensation and et cetera, quote, you're naive, read the newspaper, number 1. Number 2, if you put your compensation in a one-year context to define your overall level of happiness, you have a problem which is much bigger than the job. And number 3, if you're really unhappy, just leave. I mean, life's too short. Come on. Come on. That's awesome. He's like, because all these years we've been here, my God, if we don't pay these guys millions of dollars, even if they bankrupt the companies, they're going to leave. And here's the head of one of the top investment banking companies going, hey, you know what? There's the frickin' door. Enjoy it, man. Get. Don't make me rough talk you and run you off. You don't like making your $125,000 bonus and all the salary I'm giving you? But that's what God made doors for. Get the fuck out. Come on, who doesn't like this guy? So, one last thing on this, which is very important. Look, oftentimes we're criticizing bankers on this show. It's not because banking, by its very nature, is something that is bad, right? That's way too broad. That's ridiculous, right? No, banking has a purpose. You put your money in, you get a certain amount of savings, et cetera. They use that to stimulate the economy. That's not their purpose. Their purpose is to make a profit, but they make that profit by loaning out money so that businesses can grow, so you can buy a house, et cetera. So the core business of banking, there's nothing wrong with. And then on an investment level, you have businesses that need certain financial services. Nothing wrong with that too. If they get back to that, as apparently Morgan Stanley is doing, well then that's terrific, okay? We do need that. The problem is when bankers get out of control, when it's bankers gone wild and they're ripping off their shirts and saying, all right, free money from the Fed, let's gamble. When they do their own trading, when the banks get too large to control, et cetera, and they're taking out of control risks with not enough money to back it up. Those are the problems, and that's what needs to be fixed. It's not a general crusade against all bankers. That would be ridiculous. By the way, one last thing. I'm going to put a prediction on the record here for you guys. If James Morgan continues to be the head of Morgan Stanley when the next economic collapse happens, and that economic collapse is definitely coming, it's only a question of when it happens, I predict that Morgan Stanley will be one of the very few financial firms that will survive it.